Hello everyone, welcome to online class. So today we're going to present about the TV series which is very interesting. I hope you like it, which is called C. C is a brand new post-apocalyptic television show in 2019 created by Stephen Knight and directed by Francis Lawrence. The series called C set a futuristic setting in a post-apocalyptic dystopia where during the 21st century a virus spread and swept out the globe, wiping out most of humanity. About 2 million people survive, but they have lost their sense of sight, which means they can't see and become blind. And the show takes place several centuries later, at the time when humans have been blind for a long time and no one can remember that sight ever exists. The concept of vision has become a myth and it is considered heresy. Even though humans become blind, but they develop a new way to interact, like hunt or build without vision by using more of other sense. And also, humans just backward to the tribal hunter-gatherers and medieval societies. And at this time in the movie, the idea of material in the movie, like a plastic or metal that they use for the weapon, was believed that was created by supernatural, which is by God, not by human.
So the next topic that I'm going to talk about is the characters. Actually, its action takes place in an area relating to two main groups of people, the Alkani tribe and the Payan kingdom. First, the population of the Alkani is very small, as it has around 65 to 75 people in the tribe living in the wood shelters, and they don't have an organized militia. On the other hand, the Payan kingdom is controlled by the monarch, so it has a written constitution and laws, and their military arm is the witch finders. And the first character that I'm going to introduce him to you is Baba Was. He is the leader of the Alkini tribe who fears nothing. He would do anything to protect his family and members of the community. He is willing to use deadly strategies to defend his tribe against the attacks of the witch hunters. Next is Magra Kane. She is an outsider who shows up at the Alkani tribe, but she is wise and loving. However, she is pregnant before arriving at the tribe. After that, she gets married with Baba Was. Next, she is Paris. She is one of the elders of the Alkani tribe who has been close to Baba. She earns a respectable title in the tribe's social hierarchy. Also, she has the ability to sense intentions, talk to birds, and hear the future while she is sleeping. Next, let's move to the group of the Alkani enemies. She is Queen Kane. She is the leader of the Payan kingdom who believes that sight is a sin. She is in charge of the last remaining society that still runs on electrical power and serves as its political and military head. And the last main character is Tamak Tijan. He is the witch finder general of the Payan army who is commissioned by Queen Kane. So before we talk about the next topic, let's watch the series C first.
As the story begins in episode 1, The remaining vestige of humanity have condensed into insular tribes, and the very idea of sight is considered the stuff of witchcraft. And the plot is set in motion by the birth of twin sight children from Magra that she has the relationship with Joromaro, who was branded as a heretic because Joromaro is the one who is able to see. Now come to the themes. The first one is man and nature. In this world, in the TV series, humans are entirely rely on their other senses to navigate and survive. Nature, including the forest and its resources, becomes a crucial part of their daily life. The show illustrates how humans can adapt to the environment when we don't have the technology. Also, the nature here linked to the connection of spiritual. The people in the series have developed their ritual and belief system based on the natural world as nature is the source of the information. For example, the scene where Alkane already destroyed the rock hill that protect their village and it is easily for which army to go to the tribe, but suddenly it's rain and they just think that it is a good sign for them to prepare and move to the other place. Next, the perception and reality. The characters must rely on their instincts and other senses to perceive the world around them. This theme drives into how our perception shape our understanding of reality. And the next one, survival. In a world where the sense of sight is lost, characters must rely on their other senses in order to survive. And also to survive, humans sometimes can be unreliable. For example, the scene where Gathenberg from Alkane he betrayed his own tribe, avenged himself because Baba Voss and Paris just accused his mother being a witchcraft, therefore he just betrayed his own tribe, but eventually he just turned back to the Alkane. When he was with the witch army, he has to tell everything to the witch army because if he not tell everything, he would be killed. And it is a sign of their survival. The last one is adaptation and change. The show explores how society can adapt to extreme circumstances and challenges. The character must adapt to their world with outside and find new ways to communicate, build shelter, or hunt. The characters in the series demonstrate the capacity of humans to evolve and find new ways to survive in harmony with the natural world. For example, in the last scene, Baba Voss and Paris they just follow Joromaro clue that lead to the Alkane to discover a bridge which provide them to the passage out of the Wanley. And after many days of travel, the Alkane just find a new area and they create a new settlement, which is a big change for them, and they need to have the adaptation.
Reception of C, the Apple TV series, was quite polarized. Critics and viewers had differing opinions on the show. Some praised the unique and ambitious concept of a world where blindness is the norm, while others had reservations about the execution and various aspects of the series. Positive aspects that garnered praise included the production design, world building, and the performances of the cast, particularly Jason Momoa's portrayal of Baba Voss. The series was also lauded for its action sequences and the challenges of conveying a world without sight in a visual medium. On the other hand, some critics and viewers expressed concerns about the show's pacing, plot development, and character depth. Some felt that the series didn't fully explore the potential of its intriguing premises. The series C has left a mark in the world of television for a few reasons. One being exploration of the unique concept. C is often recognized for its daring and unconventional premise. The idea of a post-apocalyptic world where everyone is blind challenged traditional storytelling and provided a fresh take on the dystopian genre. Two being the diversity in casting. The series was commended for its inclusive casting, which featured actors with disabilities in prominent roles, contributing to a greater representation in the industry. Another reason being seasonal renewals. Despite the mixed reviews, C was renewed for additional seasons, indicating that it had a dedicated fan base and continued to explore its world and characters in subsequent seasons. Contributions to the streaming landscape is another factor. As one of Apple TV's early original series, C played a part in growing landscape of streaming services, contributing to Apple's effort to establish itself as a competitor in the streaming market. Ultimately, C is a series that sparked conversations about inclusivity, storytelling, innovation, and the challenges of creating a visually appealing show about a world without sight. Its legacy is a testament to the ambitious and unique storytelling it attempted. Even if the critical reception was mixed, the show's future seasons may have further impact on its legacy and how it is remembered in the long run. So, I want to ask you guys a few questions about the episode of C that you just seen. So, what are your thoughts on the concept of a world where everyone is blind? How do you think it changes the way society functions? And another question is, how did you feel about the production design and the way the show created a visually convincing world where everyone is blind?